What is the meaning of patience? Philosophers say it's a virtue. But what if it's a curse? What if your life isn't a thrilling adventure, but one endless, boring waiting session? So, you decided to become a giant anaconda. And your life is a meditation on the subject of boredom told in 3 acts. Act 1, the art of doing nothing. You are not born. You are, essentially, pooped into existence. Your mother gives birth to you and a few dozen of your siblings, and then immediately leaves. Because for her, the process of giving birth is no different than going to the bathroom. No hugs, no care. Just, bye losers, survive on your own. And survival begins immediately. You are just a half-meter-long shoelace. For jaguars, caimans, and even large birds, you are an appetizing snack. But from birth, you have one innate superpower that will define your entire future life: the art of absolute nothingness. You are a master of camouflage and ambush hunting. You can lie in the murky water for hours, days, and sometimes even weeks with only your nostrils above the surface and wait. Your life is not a chase. It's an endless, meditative fishing trip. You wait until some stupid fish or an overly confident rodent gets close enough, then a lightning-fast strike, strangulation, dinner. Congratulations, you've just spent a week of your life for a single rat. You grow, and the bigger you become, the more boring your life gets. You no longer need to chase after small fry. You can afford to wait for bigger prey. A capybara. Excellent. A young caiman? Why not? Your strategy doesn't change. You just wait. You are a living underwater mine, waiting for someone to step on you. Sometimes, the prey breaks free, dragging you to the other end of the river. It's humiliating, but who cares? No one saw it. You return to your post and continue to wait. You are the perfect predator in a world where there's no need to hurry. Act 2, when patience runs out. You reach maturity. You're a 6-meter mountain of muscle, the queen of your river. You've found the perfect territory. You found a mate, or several. Continued your lineage by pooping your kids into this cruel world again, and returned to your favorite activity: waiting. You are at the top of the world. You are invincible. You are the goddess of this river. And it is at this very moment that nature decides to remind you that even gods have a boss. The rainy season begins. But this is no ordinary rain. This is a biblical flood. The Amazon overflows its banks. Your quiet, cozy river turns into a roaring, muddy torrent that sweeps everything in its path. And your perfect strategy, lie in wait, suddenly becomes useless. The water rises, the currents become unpredictable, your ambush spots disappear. The prey is in a panic, but so are you. You can no longer hide. You are forced to constantly move, to fight the current just to keep from being carried away into the unknown. Your curse becomes apparent. You are a perfect ambush predator, but an absolutely terrible swimmer in turbulent water. You're strong, but not fast. Your huge body, which was your weapon, becomes an anchor that pulls you down. You're slammed against snags, dragged over rocks. And for the first time in your life, you feel not like a predator, but like a victim. You were spotted. A school of piranhas driven mad by the flood attacks you. You fight back, killing a few, but there are hundreds. They tear at your skin. You escape, only to run into an electric eel that shocks you, paralyzing you for a few agonizing seconds. This world has gone mad. Your patience has run out. You are no longer a queen. You are a refugee, exiled from your kingdom by the enraged elements. After days of struggle, wounded and exhausted, You find yourself in a place you've never seen before. The current throws you into a quiet, flooded backwater. Your old life is over.
Act 3. The Lazy Creator God. You survived, but you've lost everything. This new place is quiet, but empty. The flood destroyed almost all life here. You go back to doing what you do best, waiting. But the waiting is different now. It's filled with the bitterness of defeat. You lie at the bottom, barely moving. Months pass. You lazily hunt the rare fish that swims into your backwater. You are a deposed queen in exile, and you don't notice how your nothingness is beginning to change the world around you. Your huge, heavy body lying on the bottom creates depressions. When the water begins to recede after the flood, these depressions remain, turning into small, deep ponds that don't dry up in the dry season. Fish find refuge in these ponds. When you slowly crawl from one pond to another, your body plows deep channels in the mud. These channels become an irrigation system that brings water to rare plants. When you shed your old skin, it becomes food for microorganisms, which in turn become food for fry. You don't realize it, but you have ceased to be just a predator. You have become an ecosystem architect. Your laziness, your slowness, your gigantic size, everything that seemed to you like simple tools for hunting was actually a tool for creation. You are a lazy creator god who, simply by existing, shapes the landscape and gives life to dozens of other creatures. Years pass. You are an old, wise anaconda. Your backwater has turned into an oasis of life, full of fish, birds, and small animals. And it's all thanks to you. One day, you see a young, arrogant jaguar trying to hunt a capybara at one of your ponds. You slowly raise your massive head from the water. You don't attack. You just watch. And in your gaze is all the wisdom and weight of this world. The jaguar, seeing not just a snake, but a living embodiment of the river itself, slowly backs away and leaves. You haven't just regained your status as queen. You have become something more. You have become the soul of this place. Your life, which seemed to you like an endless, boring meditation, was actually a long, painstaking act of creation. And in this calm, thriving world that you created simply by existing, you finally find your peace.